What's going on today, La Familia? It's your brother, man, King KO. We back in this thing with another one, man. We outside with it. But before we start anything, make sure you drop a like. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you ring that bell icon. Turn post notifications on all. That way you will be notified every time we drop a video. Go ahead and show your brother that love, man. Now, there's a few topics that we truly got to talk about, family. I mean, truly, man, because there's a lot of things that's going on nowadays, man, that are really distracting and really something that we need to bust open right quick. And I want y'all to truly understand what's going on in these times that we living in right now. Now, we had a family member, man. He told me he seen the TikTok that I be on and how I be on there talking and, you know, why I don't know how to talk like that on here. Now, y'all got to understand, man, it's different politics for different social media sites, man. So there's different things that come into play, i.e. the reason I titled the title the way that it is, man. A lot of y'all gonna say whatever, but understand I did that because I want y'all to tap in, family. I know how to grab y'all attention, and drama gravitates y'all towards here. You feel me? Now, there is certain things that have been going on as of lately. You know, you got NBA Youngboy talking about shooting out to Chicago.
Supposed to perform in Chicago. In the back, I was told that maybe be wrong, but this what I died for.
To go ahead and do a concert. You know, the actual reality of that is that true? If that's true, you know, that's to be debated. You know what I'm saying? If he does that, then that shows us how much NBA Youngboy actually values his life.
But this what I died for.
How much he thinks that it's a game and what the clout and attention is doing to him, man. Like, this is becoming a true drug. The actual dream that, you know, that's being released from him getting all of this attention all at once and actually being involved in situations that could potentially cost him his life is becoming addictive. You feel me? It's truly becoming addictive, and that can happen. And that ain't no knock on him, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying that's the times in which we're living in, where people are stepping in front of harm's way. You stepping right in front of a bullet, potentially, because you're in love with that adrenaline rush that you get from being close to near-death experiences. That's what that is, man. We understand what goes on in Chicago. Chicago is a very, very dangerous, very, very deadly place.
Chicago's spiraling violence passed a grim new milestone. More than 600 murders so far this year.
For him to be dangling himself like that and being a breadwinner, man, somebody around him needs to tell him that that's a risk that you should not take. Do not allow the fans to push you to take that risk if he is thinking about going to do that. Not smart whatsoever. Not smart. I don't want to see the youngin do that. And that's part of the reason why I'm making this video. I don't want to see him do that. You feel me? Chill and make your bread, bro. So, you know, you got a new bag. You got a new future ahead of you. You got, you know, multiple different milestones you've already knocked down and multiple different milestones to go to become one of the greatest of all time. Give yourself that trajectory. Stay on that pathway. Don't go choose the Chicago route. Don't entertain the fans. Do not give them anything to sit back and laugh about or be shocked about where they covering their mouth like, man, I can't believe that happened to NBA Youngboy. Don't give them that option. Don't do that. Stay in your jurisdiction. Do shows in Utah. Do shows in Chicago. Do shows in the South. Do shows where you know you are beloved. You are not beloved in Chicago. The ones who really, truly want your top, you know they from there. Why play with them? Why give them the opportunity to take you out? Stop playing with y'all lives, young men. Stop. You only get one time to do this. If you mess up on this life, it's over with. Ain't no more. Ain't no more. It's like all the situations I keep seeing about dudes going to do these crimes that carry, you know, life sentences, and y'all leaving behind evidence for the police to catch you up on. Like, let's be real. First off, you shouldn't be dibbling, dabbling in that anyway, because crime don't pay. You know what I'm saying? For every 5 years you've been out here balling, you gonna go do 20. So it ain't worth it. It's no fair exchange in that. For every 20,000 that you made, you gonna pay, triple that back. To do a M1 trial, that cost the state $1 million. How much you think it cost you to come out of pocket on that? Stop playing, man. The numbers don't add up. And I didn't become a man until I realized that did not add up. Those numbers never will. Yeah, when they told you crime don't pay, it was a reason behind that. It wasn't just because you're gonna be locked up. It's literally because every dime that you have is gonna be gone. Not to mention the fact that they're gonna freeze your assets. Yeah, they're gonna have you in a real bind. Now you depending on, the ones that you might have took a fat dump on, and may feel some type of way. Hey, because let's be honest, when dudes out here making money, only a small fraction of people actually get out here and support and take care of their people. Most of you dudes is truly selfish. Let's be honest. Most of you dudes don't care about mama who would support you, or auntie, or your sister, or your brother, or your cousins, or your homies that had you back in the streets, the homie that knocked on something for you to actually be in the position that you in, the homie that was being your muscle. Not too many really care about that. But let's just say you did. You still being selfish because now you got to go take, mama's life savings, grandma's life savings to make sure that you can get out. You feel me? So those are things that you truly, honestly got to think about before you get out here and you commit these crimes. But y'all doing this and y'all leaving behind y'all cell phones. Y'all leaving behind your fingerprints. Dudes spitting and leaving behind saliva and DNA. You don't even know how, to make sure that you can get the residue off your fingers. You don't even know how to pass that test. You feel me? I don't want to promote y'all to doing that. I want you to understand that that's not a position that you want to be in. You don't want to be sitting up in your house nervous because you don't know if they're going to come kick the door in. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to do that. You don't want to have to worry about if you made a mistake. You don't want to have to think about those type of things, man. We got to really start to use our heads out here, family. Because it's a lot of people, actually out here crash dummy, walking dead. You feel me? And like people who actually been through that, they trying to change, man. Change, man. Don't even start it. What does it mean? You got people creating channels out here talking about off the porch, hopping off the porch. What? What does that mean, man? Like the culture of violence and negativity is so integrated with the black community, man, that it's believed that you're not a man until you go to the penitentiary or you take a life. Where are we at nowadays? And then you got the separation of the black man and the black woman. Whenever they started the government assistance program, that's when the separation of the black men and black women started. But they kept recreating that program over and over again, modernizing it, giving it away to, go under y'all noses. That way y'all never recognize the plan that's being put on top of you. Like nowadays, it's modernized through the music. You got women talking about how they F and F.
I'm F-R-E-E, fuck niggas free fuck. They say I'm female feature, I be selling niggas lies. And I'm O-U-T-S-I-D-E. Put my head out to these niggas cause ain't shit free. Got my ass out in the bins, I want him and all his friends.
And then you got men coming back with the response.
You bitches F-R-E-E, they gon' fuck for free. Smack a phone about her head cause ain't no posting me. And I'm S-I-N-G-L-E again. Stupid hoe, she wanna play, so I'ma fuck all of her friends. You boo-boo, and I do what I do. I fuck bitches better too. You a broke hoe, your friend, she a broke hoe too. When y'all link up with the gang, it's just a broke ass crew.
In anger for how that woman feels. But hey, you can see it from both sides. You know what I'm saying? Now we'll be honest. Let's be honest. Because if we're gonna be honest, we're gonna be honest. Black women, y'all left men high and dry for that government assistance. Let's be honest. Now I'm not saying all of y'all did that, but a lot of y'all did. Y'all left us high and dry for them food stamps, that Social Security, TANF, all of that. Y'all left us high and dry for all of that. That's true. But we can move past that, forgive and forget. But then not only did y'all do that, y'all left us again to be eaten up by this government. The same government that gives you that food stamps was the same ones that was locking us up for petty crimes. The same one that created the war on drugs that destroyed multiple different households. At some point, we got to really identify what's really going on and what's happening to us. You know, that's the same government that's doing that stuff. But y'all chose to trust them. And on the flip side, men, y'all ain't been acting like men. Y'all been worried about, you know, chasing the image, running with a pack of other men, thinking that's noble, thinking that's, you know, something barbaric, thinking that's something that warriors do. Warriors stand alone. Warrior gonna protect his home. You know, y'all worried about, you know, how somebody coming over here knocking your bra down, but you opening the door because you got all these men in your house. Like, where does that truly work at? You think you got that much power to where you can bring 10 dudes over your house every day and your broad ain't gonna move how she move? You know, I'm just saying, you opening the door for that. If you don't want none of that energy going on in your home, don't even bring it to your home. Don't nobody know where I live at. I don't get down like that. Yeah, see, I'm paranoid by nature. I don't allow no man to understand where I live at. Man, female, none of that. If you ain't got the same blood running between your veins as me, you ain't coming to the pad. You ain't coming to the house unless I know I can trust you. You feel me? And that's the thing, man. Too many of y'all got snakes in y'all circle. Y'all bring them to the pad and where you lay your head. What did mama tell y'all when y'all was kids? You don't take a shit where you lay. See, y'all got the game messed up. Y'all running everything backwards. Y'all get all y'all game and everything from the internet. Y'all believe that this is reality. Y'all believe that this music industry is reality. Y'all believe that, you know, everybody else is fake unless they a rapper. If you ain't putting it on wax, then you fake. You know, everybody that's on here trying to teach our game and spit y'all game, y'all don't want to hear that. Y'all only want to hear what's coming out of your speakers. Y'all only want to hear, you know, what's put across the gangster beat. Y'all only want to hear dudes talk gangster. Y'all only want to hear about sliding and taking lives. Like, how messed up is your mentality if the only, that ain't even knowledge, but the only thing you want to hear, the only game you want to play is the sliding game. Y'all here playing this like it's a game. But on topic though, let's stay on topic. Because that FNF back and forth, that separation, that's the same programming and y'all still ain't understanding it. Y'all still ain't getting it. We in 2022. We've been through this programming for multiple different generations and y'all still ain't catching on to what's happening. Another way to separate the household. Yeah. You turn the women into HO3s. They got that whole 304 movement going on. You turn them into that. That way you make the men so disgusted in them and make that to where they can't trust them, that they don't even want to be around each other, that they are going at each other's necks. And now you got black men moving on to other races because they feel more loved and they feel like they can trust that race a lot more. And even if they feel like they can't trust them, at least they feel like they can get a peace of mind. Because let's be honest, majority of black women feel like they are above submission. Majority of black women feel like, you know, they are truly the center of the universe. They feel like, you know, at this point, there is no God. They are the God. They create the flesh, so they are the God. They don't even believe that it has anything to do with a man. They don't even believe that life starts, you know, in a man's testicles first. They don't believe that anymore. They believe that they create the life 100%. They truly believe they don't need a man. Like, how messed up is that ideology? But men, we got to take accountability for this because we have created this bed as well. We have allowed them to venture off that far. We allowed, you know, the deceiver to do the same thing that he did to Eve in the garden to these women over and over and over and over, instead of stepping up like men and allowing them to know, I got you. It's faults on both sides, but we can't keep allowing ourselves to go through this same programming. I'm seeing so many diss songs going back and forth between men and women. Y'all dissing each other. Y'all that distracted. They keep throwing y'all the oop. They keep throwing y'all the oop to go ahead and be distracted and go at each other, to attack each other, to go savage, be them animals that they claim we are. They keep throwing y'all this oop, and y'all keep falling for it over and over. Stop. Stop. Stop reciprocating the stuff that you see off TV. Stop that love and Hollywood mentality. Whatever it's called, love and hip hop. Stop that love and hip hop mentality. Stop trying to be Cardi B. Because Cardi B got a husband. She going home to Offset, no matter how many times that man cheat on her. She love it where she at. Stop being Megan Thee Stallion. She was just chasing money back. Yo, now she mad and upset at the little artist from Canada. Stop that. Stop following them. Because, hey, them women ain't practicing what they preaching. They feeding y'all the BS. That way y'all can be lonely, depressed, distracted. That way, you know, the population can reduce. Population control. That way, you know, you unhappy. You lose, you go to sleep at night with nothing. Your household is not protected. So when your children grow up, they repeat that same cycle. That's all they dare to do. But when you look at their lives, they're not displaying the things that they are talking about. You know why? Because Dr. Dre set the blueprints of how your rap song should be. You never do the things that you speak about in your music. He said that. And they all follow that blueprint. So to them, it's just entertainment. To y'all, it's real life, and y'all model yourselves after them. Stop it. Stop it. Because at some point in time, man, this is going to become so destructive. I mean, what their plan is. Hey, we know it's not going to happen because it's still, you know, the ones out there like us who love black love. We embrace black love, and no matter what we got to do to make this thing work, we're going to make it work. They believe that they continue this cycle that eventually, you know, black people won't reproduce with each other. And what you get over time, we cancel each other out by default because we're not reproducing with each other. You know, what do they say? It takes 4 generations. It takes 4 generations. You know what I'm saying? For that DNA to completely alter. So they believe that if we continue this cycle, eventually they won't have to do nothing to us. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got to stop and think about everything that y'all doing. Stop following these artists, man. It's negative. Stop it. Stop it. Lil Durk and NBA Youngboy situation, man. Instead of us, you know, being the ones that are, you know, rooting for the one that's going to lose their life next, we need to be the ones that's, you know, telling them boys to chill out because that's a bad influence for the youth. You know, that's a bad influence for them, man. It has to be deaded at the root, though. We can't eradicate it until we dead it at the root. You know what I'm saying? And y'all think I be on here talking about this stuff to promote negativity. No, I do that because I understand that's what y'all want to see. And that's the way that I'm going to grab y'all. And when I pull y'all in, we're going to have this real conversation. So y'all understand that this is the start of something. And that's the reason why it's titled the way that it's titled. Because this is a message for you. And this is something that you truly need to hear. You need to hear that you are special. That you are great. You don't need to worship no man. Never put your faith in no man. You don't ever put no man before the Most High. Never value their music, man. Never put too much behind that. Anybody that tell you that the scriptures ain't real, get away from them. I don't care who it is. Anybody that tell you that the Most High is not the way, get away from them. Anybody that tell you that, you know, you're not special because you don't have money, because you don't have fast cars, nice clothes, and jewelry, get away from them. All they believe in is material. That's what they worship. Hey, look, we don't worship material. If you don't have something behind you, if you don't have something that you're truly rooted in, if you're not truly rooted in building the culture, we don't have no respect for you. And that's just what it is. I love y'all, family, and that's why I get on here and talk to y'all like this, man. Peace and blessings, man. We got to get it together, family. But y'all let me know how y'all feel about everything. Drop a like, man. I love y'all. I'm out of here. Believe that.